Have you ever had one of those days where everything that could go wrong did go wrong? One minute you're minding your own business, building your dream base, and the next you're screaming as your hardcore world comes crashing down around you. Well, friends, let me tell you about the time luck completely abandoned me in Minecraft. It was a dark and stormy night in my world, the perfect time to do some late-night mining, or so I thought. I had taken shelter in a little cave to wait out the night and collect my thoughts on where to explore next. But as I began to gather my tools, I started to hear strange noises outside. Stealing my nerves, I crept to the entrance of the shelter and peeked outside. At first I didn't see anything, just the rain pounding on the stone. But then, movement in the corner of my vision was that a pair of glowing eyes I saw zipping amongst the trees. I didn't have long to think about it before an explosion rang out, and my shelter was flooded with monsters. It was a full-on invasion. Spiders, zombies, creepers. It was total chaos. I swung my sword with wild abandon, trying to hold them off long enough to get outside. But there were too many, and in the cramped space I slipped straight into the path of a fiery creeper blast. As my shelter collapsed, my heart stopped. This was about to be my end, until luck surprisingly intervened. When I awoke with the dawn, I lay stunned among the rubble. By some miracle, I had survived, but my shelter was gone. All my supplies were blown to bits. As the sun rose, it revealed smoking craters where my home had stood. I was defeated, exhausted, and completely without resources. But the night wasn't over yet. My worst was still to come. With no other choice, I set off to look for shelter and supplies. Little did I know the true danger had only just begun. As I walked that lonely path, trying to leave the terrible night behind me, something caught my eye in the mountains ahead. Glittering strangely against the sun was that lava, or something more sinister. I crept closer for a better look, unaware that my final moments were creeping up right along with me. I shielded my eyes with my hand as I walked, straining to see more clearly what could be sparking in the far-off peak. As I got closer, my eyes grew wide with horror. It wasn't lava, it was something even more perilous. Dotted across the mountainside, I saw pinpricks of light blinking in and out, like beacons signaling danger, and it was headed straight towards me, driven by the wind. I turned to flee, but it was too late. With a whoosh, they were upon me, a massive swarm of those devilish pixies, the one mob more dangerous than any other. End crystals, and they wanted my head. I ran blindly, hearing their high cackles behind me as I desperately searched for shelter. But the crystals had locked onto my position, hurting me precisely where they wanted me to go, straight off a cliff's edge into the abyss below.